Really clear from Wood's work. I'm just going to show you now how to get a new portfolio into your website. I'm just going to briefly explain that this is where they are automatically going to populate once you make them. This is called the featured image. If you haven't got the featured image, you won't see anything pop up here. When you put the new featured image in, the new portfolio will be in front of the other one. So this one will move over one space and then, so on and so on. So we're going to go on up to the dashboard. Now only projects populate that portfolio, only projects. So your projects sit in here. What I've done is I've made a template called the new portfolio template, and that is what we're going to be using to populate your project pages. That was hard to say. So I'm just going to go on in here into all projects, and we're going to, I've already given this one that back-end template for you, and we'll just go ahead and do it on this one so that you can see how it's done. You could just start with adding a brand new one if you wanted to and put in the new title, but this one I already did. I grabbed it from your other site. So we would head in here and we once again click on the Edit with Divi Builder button. And what you'll get, if it's a brand new one or it's one that hasn't been given the template already, you'll get these three options. And what we're going to do is clone the existing page. So as I mentioned, I made a new page and it's called, so we've got categories, pages and projects. If I was just to collect the pages, you'd get only the pages. If I was just to collect the projects, you would only get the projects. You can just clone a project if you want to, but it's actually better that you clone a page, because that is where you're going to get your basic template from that doesn't already have text on top of it. You can do it that way, but there's more chances of making mistakes and leaving in text from a previous module, a previous assignment, if you like. So here you go. I've gone and selected that we want a new one. That starts to tick through. It brings through the heading automatically. You'd be needing to add the featured image into that little image module there by clicking on the cog. If you have other images that you want to add, which you will, you've got your big icons that you normally add in here. You can start typing directly into these boxes, again using the cogs. Oh, again, I'm not going into all of these, how to use these modules, because they are all on our training tutorials. This is already, I'm going to make a new tutorial regarding this particular section here. You may or may not want to use it, but if you do, just have a quick look at that video. You can save it as a draft or you can publish it. We're just going to save it as a draft for now. If for any reason you don't have the save button down here, just click again on this purple button. So we're just going to save that as a draft, and you'll find that as soon as you go back into this particular lesson or assignment, this content will already be here. So I'm just going to exit the Visual Builder, and I'm going to go back out to the home page. And you'll see that nothing has actually been brought through here because they're all still drafts. As soon as I publish one, go back into the projects. As soon as we select one to publish, that's a draft. We do that by going in here, clicking in here, and then we'll go publish. It won't show unless you've got the featured image selected. So you must go into this and just add an image, the image that you want for that particular assignment. So if I go publish, I'll be able to see that on the front end. Now, what I tend to do is I work with two windows open. I work with one that I could just keep refreshing and preview what's happening, and then I have one that I'm working on in the actual back end. So this one you'll now see that we've got two because we've gone and published it. Now because I only had one of these learning portfolio images, I just added the same one twice, but I'm going to go and delete that so that, and I'm also going to unpublish the one that we don't want. But basically that's creating a new one.